So in this lecture we will study one more network analysis technique. It is a source transformation. Source transformation. Right? Source transformation means by converting a voltage source to current source and the current source to voltage source, and we want to minimize the network. We want to simplify any complex network into a voltage equivalent circuit or into a current equivalent circuit, right? So in a source transformation, first of all, let me see how to convert any voltage source into its equivalent current source. So you know about the voltage source, that topic you already studied. So in a voltage source, any voltage source, it's have a internal resistance, series resistance, and it's have a voltage source Vs or a source voltage Vs, right? So whatever the here the voltage available at the terminal A and B, it is called a terminal voltage. It is called a terminal voltage, let's say Vt, right? And this terminal voltage, it is given to any load. So here this terminal voltage, it is give to any load. So whatever this current to the load is, suppose IL, right? So let's find what is the terminal voltage available or what is the load current will get, right? So if you want to find out, so here the current in series path is same, so current in this, it will be the load current. So let me apply a Kirchhoff voltage law in the above closed loop path. So it says the supply voltage, it drop across the RS plus this terminal voltage Vt. So supply voltage Vs is equal to voltage drop across Rs. So voltage drop across Rs, it is current passing through Rs, which is IL into the Rs, right? Plus terminal voltage Vt, plus terminal voltage Vt. Now it can write by making the load current as a function, load current as a subject. So it can be manipulated, it can be simplified in terms of load current. It is equal to this Rs divided to the Vs and Vt. So let me take the Vt on the another side, so it is minus Vt divided by Rs, right? So here the current, it is equal to the addition subtraction of to another current. So it is nothing but the parallel circuit. So if you want to implement this, IL is equal to Vs divided by Rs minus Vt divided by Rs. If you do its synthesis, means if we prepare the circuit from these equations, then we can say the IL, it is the two current. One is, let's say Vs divided by Rs, let me call as a source current Is, and minus Vt divided by Rs, right? How to implement this? Here we have taken Is is equal to Vs divided by Rs. So how to implement this? So it's have a one source current, value is Is, right? So this source current, it divide in two paths. So here have the source current Is. So Is is equal to IL plus Vt divided by Rs. So one is the load current, one is this load current IL, and another is terminal voltage divided by RS. So parallel resistance is RS. So whatever the potential at this, it is a terminal potential VT, and here have the load. So whatever the voltage source equivalent, this is our voltage source, it's have a terminal voltage VT, and it produce the load current IL. So in this circuit also it's have a terminal voltage VT and the load current is IL. So we can say both the circuit is equivalent. Here also we are getting at the terminal A and B, voltage is VT and the current is load current IL. Here from this circuit also we are getting at the voltage is VT and the current is IL. So we can say the whatever the circuit inside this, it is same, the equivalent circuit, it can be replaced using this circuit, right? So we can say we can replace a voltage source into a equivalent current source. So let's we see equivalent current source and voltage source. So any voltage source, it's have a source voltage is Vs and the series resistance is Rs. This circuit can convert into a current source where the current source value Is, it is equal to Vs, the source voltage, divided by Rs, divided by its series resistance, and whatever the series resistance in a voltage source, it's have the parallel in a current source. So current source, same value of resistance we have to connect in parallel. Okay. So both the circuit is equivalent. So we can convert a voltage source into a current source. Let's take example. Suppose we have one circuit which have the 10 volt is a voltage and 5 ohm its series resistance. This can be convert to the current source. Value of current source is 10 divided by 5, so it is equal to 2 ampere, and same value of resistance we have to connect in a parallel. Same value of resistance we have to connect in parallel. Okay. So vice versa is also possible to convert a current source into the voltage source. So if we have any current source Is and it's have a parallel current source equivalent circuit, current source have parallel its internal resistance, it convert into the voltage source by value of the voltage source Vs, it is equal to current multiplied by resistance according the Ohm's law. So voltage is Is into the Rs, and whatever the parallel resistance, same value resistance we have to connect in a series in a voltage source, right? So we can convert any current source into the voltage source. Let's take example. Suppose the current source here have a 10 ampere current source and the resistance is suppose a 5 ohm. It can be convert to the voltage source. Value of voltage source is 10 multiplied by 5, so it is a voltage source value is 50 volt and this parallel 5 ohm, it can have the same value of resistance. We have to connect in a series. So both the circuit is equal. This circuit is equal to the 50 volt per series with 5 ohm resistance. So it is a conversion of a voltage source into the current source and the current source into the voltage source. Right? Let's take some more rules in a source transformations. Rules number 1. If two or more than two voltage sources are connected in a series, then equivalent voltage source is a algebraic summation of all the voltage source. If two or more than two voltage source are in series, suppose V1 series with V2 and V2 has a minus and plus, right? So this can be equivalent to it can convert into the single voltage source, and if we take the polarity of V1 plus and minus, then it is a V1 minus V2. Value is V1 minus V2, right? Value of this voltage source is V1 minus V2. So if two or more than two voltage source are connected in a series, then it can be replaced to a single voltage source, and the value of that single voltage source, it's algebraic summation of all the voltage source. Algebraic summation of all the voltage source. Right? Same rules for the current source. If two or more than two current source are connected in a parallel, if two or more than two current source are connected in parallel, then it can be replaced to a single current source, and if we take the direction of I1, then it is an I1 minus I2. If we take the direction of I2, then the value of current is, if we take the direction of I2, then the value of current is I2 minus I1. Same way for the voltage source, if we take the polarity of V2, then the value of this voltage source is V2 minus V1. V2 minus V1. Now second rules in a source transformation is when two or more than two voltage source are connected in parallel, same value of voltage source if are connected in parallel, it can replace to a single voltage source. Two or more than two, any number of voltage source, if are connected in parallel voltage is same, so it can be replaced to a single voltage source with the value is V. Not need to do additions because in a parallel voltage are same. So if two or more than two voltage sources are connected in parallel, it can replace to a single voltage source and the value of that single. Same rules for the current source. If the two or more than two current source are connected in series current is same. So if two or more than two current source are connected in series, it can replace to a single current source value is I, right? Third rules in a source transformation. Am I audible and the screen is visible to all of you? Can anyone please reply? Ayushi, can you reply? Okay, thank you. So let me continue. So third rules in a source transformation is, if a resistance connected to parallel to any voltage source, if any resistance, if it's connected parallel to any voltage source, right, parallel voltage is same, so that resistance can remove, we can remove that resistance. There is no effect of this resistance if the resistance connected parallel to any voltage source. If you connect parallel V voltage source with the parallel 1 ohm, then also we'll get the terminal voltage is 1 V volt. If we connect V volt with a parallel with 10 mega ohm, then also we'll get the terminal voltage is equal to V. So there is no any effect of this resistance which is connected parallel to any voltage source. So it can be replaced to a infinite resistance, means a open circuit. So that means we can remove that resistance. So this both the circuit is equivalent, we can remove that resistance in respective of value of that resistance. Same rules for the current source. If any resistance connected series to any current source, then there is no effect of that resistance. Any value of that resistance, if we connected series with any current source, then there is no effect of this resistance, so we can remove that resistance. So both the circuit is same, right? So we can simplify it by removing the resistance. There is no effect of this resistance in a performance. Fourth rules of source transformation is, fourth rules of source transformation, when have any two branch, let me take a one branch, have a suppose R2 and here the inductor L, and here have a voltage source V, right? Suppose this types of one circuit is there, right? So here we can say with respect to if we can convert this voltage source into the two parallel voltage source, because in a second rules we have discussed, if two or more than two voltage source are connected in same value voltage source are connected in parallel, then it can replace to a single voltage source. So we can replace this one voltage source into a two different voltage source. Let's say here have a R2 L, so we can replace to a single voltage source into a two voltage source parallel, right? Okay, so we can replace this voltage source into a two voltage source are connected in parallel, right? Now we can see with respect to this node, here the voltage is V, because the voltage source value is V. With respect to this node, here also the voltage is V. So I have the same voltage at the two different node. So what is the current here in this branch? Current is 0, because V minus V divided by resistance of this interconnect. So V minus V is 0. So current in this branch is 0. So current in this branch is 0. That means it is an open circuit. So we can replace to an open circuit. right? So we can replace this branch as an open circuit because there is no current flow through this branch, have the two equal potential. So in short, whatever the voltage source, we can assign to voltage source series to the both the branch. One voltage source, it is connected parallel to two branch, it can assign to series to the both the branch. So this two are equivalent. This source V voltage source we can assign series to both, right? Once it get the series resistance and voltage source, it can replace to a current source to simplify the network, right? So this is the rules for the voltage source. Same rules for the current source. So for the current source, rule number 4 is, suppose any network suppose this one network in which this current source is parallel to the R1 and R2 that are connected, not we can't say series, but it has some network which have then R1 and R2, right? In such case, if we it can equivalent to, if we can give this current source parallel to both, and we can prove both the network is equivalent. Okay, so we can give this current source parallel to both the resistance. Let me prove both the network is equivalent. So let me apply a KCL at this node. Let's say this node is A. Let me apply a KCL at node A, node B and node C, and will prove both the network is equivalent. So if we apply a KCL at node A, so at node A, one current I is incoming, and there is two current, one current in this branch and one current in this branch. We don't know what is the current, right? So one current I is incoming, it's have the two current, one current is, let's say in this branch have a I1, and let's say this branch current is I2, so it's have I1 plus I2. Similarly let we apply the KCL at node A in this network. So here also the current I is incoming and have the two current I1 and let's say it is I2 are outgoing. So it is I is equal to I1 plus I2. Let it be prove for the node B also equivalent for both the network. So let me apply a KCL at node B in this network. So in this B network, it's have three current I1, I2 and I3. Let's say I1, I2 and I3, and there is no any incoming current, so let is equal to 0. Let me apply a KCL in this network at node B. So in this network at node B, there are 5 current, 5 branch are connected. I1, I2, I3 are there, plus it's have a I is incoming and one I is outgoing, right? So I1, I2, I3 are outgoing, plus one I current is outgoing, this branch current is outgoing, and one I current is incoming. So I cancel. So it's have the I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to 0. So we can say both the node it's have a equivalent. So whatever the I current is incoming at node B, same I current is outgoing. So here also we can prove for the node C, it's have a I current is outgoing and two more current I1 and I2 are outgoing. So it's have a KCL at node C, it's have a I plus I1 plus I2, three current are outgoing is equal to 0. Here also in this have the three current is outgoing I1, I2, I3. So KCL at node C, we get the same equation. So both the network are equivalent. So both the network is equivalent, right? So we can replace the single current source parallel to both the branch, parallel to both the R1 and R2. And once we'll get parallel to both the branch, we can move further for the simplifications. It is similar to the current source equivalent network. So we can replace to the voltage source and we'll do more simplifications, right? So this is about the rule number 4 in a source transformation. Now let's one more rules. Rule number 5. Rule number 5. Rule number 5 says any voltage source, suppose there are 4 branch connected, plus and minus is toward the origin. Suppose this node origin. Here is suppose A, B, C and D. Node A, B, C and D. Right? So if any branch have a voltage source V, it can replace two remaining branch by removing the origin branch. So this network, it's equivalent to, we can remove the voltage source from this branch which is connected between the 0 and D. It can replace with the opposite polarity on a remaining branch. So here the polarity is negative is toward the origin, so it can replace the by opposite polarity, positive is toward the origin in a remaining old branch. Right? Both the network is equivalent. We can replace the voltage source which is connected in one branch by in a opposite polarity. We have to connect in opposite polarity in a remaining branch, and we can remove from the origin branch. Now let me prove how it is equivalent. So if we apply a KVL in this loop from A to D, so let me find the voltage between A to D. So in this branch voltage is 0, A to O is 0, and O to D it is a minus and plus, so it is an minus V voltage. So let me find the voltage here A to D in this modified network. So voltage between A to D. So here the voltage is V. So here negative is toward there, so minus V, and this branch voltage is 0, so it is minus V. Right? So both is equivalent. Same way in this branch, if we apply voltage between D to C, it is a plus V. Here also we'll get the voltage between D to C, it is a plus V volt. Here also if we find the voltage between C to B, it is 0. So here also we'll get the voltage between C to B. One voltage is plus V and another is minus V, so it is equal to 0. One is plus and another is minus. Here the voltage between B and A, here the voltage between B and A is 0. So here also voltage between B and A, one voltage is positive, another is negative due to the polarity, so here is 0. So all these both the network are equivalent, right? Same rules for the current source. Rule number 5 for the current source. if current source connected in a parallel to one resistance, right, suppose resistance connected parallel to one resistance, it can replaced by removing current source from parallel to R1, and it can replace parallel to remaining 3 branch, but in a opposite polarity, in a opposite direction. So we can remove the this current source which is parallel to R1, and here the direction is clockwise, so in opposite we have to connect in a anti-clockwise direction. Same value of current source we have to connect parallel to all the branch in a anti-clockwise direction. Both the network is equivalent. How can we prove? If we see, check at the node A, there are 3 current, 1 I current incoming and 2 current. Here also if we can check the node A, there are 3 current, I current is incoming and 2 current. If we check at the node B, have the 2 current. If we check here the node B, have the 4 current, but the 2 current, 1 I current is incoming, same I current is outgoing, so it is cancelled, so remaining resultant is only the 2 current. Here if we see at the node C, have the 2 branch connected, so 2 currents. At this modified network at node C, there are 4 branch are connected, but 1 I incoming, same I outgoing, so it is cancelled to each other, so remaining is only the 2 current. And at the node C, there are 3 current, I is outgoing, so here also at the node D have the 3 current, 1 I is outgoing current. So we can say both the network are equivalent, both the network are same, right? So these are the different rules. Now for similarly applicable for the inductor and capacitor. Suppose any voltage source have a series with have a inductor LS, then it can replace to a current source. So we have to substitute the current equation of inductor. So how to write the current passing through inductor? It is 1 upon L integration of voltage. This is the current equation of inductor IL, right? And same value inductor we have to connect in parallel. Right. Now suppose any voltage source which have the capacitor in series. Capacitive internal impedance. Then in a current source, current passing through capacitor equation is IC is equal to C dV by dt. So it is CS into dVs divided by dt. That is the current source value, and we have to connect same value capacitor in a parallel. Similarly, when we are converting a current source into the voltage source, so let's see. So same it can be applicable when we converting any current source having parallel inductor. It can convert to the voltage source. So voltage, the voltage across inductor L di by dt. So L di by dt. That is the value of voltage, and same value inductor we have to connect in a series in a voltage source. Now similarly for the current source having a capacitive internal impedance, when we convert into the equivalent voltage source, so in a voltage source voltage across capacitor. So it is 1 upon C integrations of I dt. And same value capacitor we have to connect in a series in a voltage source. Right. So these are the different rules for the source transformations. So these are the different rules of the source transformations. Right. So in a source transformation, we can convert a voltage source into a equivalent current source to equivalent a voltage source. Right. Now let take one example for to simplify it using the source transformations. So let's take one example. A 6 volt voltage source, 2 ohm resistance, here also 2 ohm resistance, here having a 1 ampere current source, here having a 6 volt voltage source, 4 ohm resistance, and our interest is to find out the current passing through this 4 ohm resistance. Okay, so this is the example, and the question is find out the current I using source transformation. Question is find current I passing through 4 ohm resistance. It is already indicated. Current I in a given network using source transformation. Okay, using source transformations. So when we solve any network using source transformation, we have to try such a way that we minimize the number of components in a network. Ultimately, we have to minimize the numbers of components in a network. So how can we minimize? So if you have any voltage source are connected in series, it can replace to a single voltage source. So it is a minimization, it is a reduction of network. Similarly, if the current source are connected in parallel, it can replace to a single current source, right? And resistance are in series or in parallel, it can be replaced to its equivalent resistance. So what should be our try? What should be what we have to do? What we have to look? So we have to convert a voltage source into the current source if current source comes into the parallel, or we have to convert a current source into the voltage source whenever voltage source comes into the series. So our try should be to make the number of voltage source are in series and current source are in parallel, right? So in this network, our interest is to find out current passing through 4 ohm. So we'll keep that branch is as it is, will not replace anything. We'll replace the remaining around the network, around the circuit, and we'll keep this 4 ohm, this N series is as it is. We replace the around network by we will simplify it and will take into the having only a single loop, right? So we have to see, we have discussed the 5 different rules. We have to see which rules will apply. Then it comes the current sources are in parallel or voltage sources are series, or we can be make simplified, right? So if we look in this network, uh, here if you look, then this 6 volt and this 2 ohm, it's series, so it is a voltage source equivalent network, right? So if we replace this voltage source into the current source, then whatever the current source of this voltage source equivalent and this current source 1 ampere will comes the parallel. Both the current source comes into the parallel, right? So if we convert this voltage source into the current source, it will reduce the one component, so let's convert this voltage source into a equivalent current source. So here the 6 volt and 2 ohm, so equivalent current source value is, it's have a 6 divided by 2, so equivalent current source value is equal to 3 ampere 6 divided by 2, right? And resistance, it's in a parallel 2 ohm. So this is the 3 divided by 2, and this current source 1 ampere 2 ohm, right? Okay, so this 1 ampere and this 3 amperes are in parallel, both the current source are in parallel, so it can replace to a single current source, and both the current source direction is upward. So both the current source are in upward, so it can replace to a single current source. Okay, so it can be replaced to a single current source. So single current source value is upward 4 ampere. Okay, right? So we have reduced the one component. Now again we have to look in this network, there is any possibility, any rules if we applied, it will make more reduction? No. So if we can convert this delta of this 2 ohm, 2 ohm and 2 ohm, these are connected in delta. If we can convert into the into the delta into the star, if we can convert into the star, then this 2 ohm comes the parallel with 4 ampere. So then after if we apply this 2 ohm parallelly equivalent, then it can be more simplified the network, right? So let's convert this 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm are connected in a delta connection into the star. So when we convert into the star, so let me call this as an our A, this is point is our B, and this point is our C. So here A, B and C, right? Here have a neutral. So when we convert into the delta to star, it is divided by all the three have equivalent, so we'll get the divide by 3. So 2 divided by 3 between the A and neutral, between C and neutral also will get the 2 divided by 3, and between neutral and B also will get the 2 divided by 3 value. So when you convert this into the star, it will be the divide by 2. So let me redraw the same network by converting this delta of this 2 ohm 2 ohm into the star connection. Will helpful to us to simplify the network. That's why we have converted. Let's see how it will be helpful. So here we have the 4 ampere. So we have to keep as it is 4 ampere. So here it is our point A. So between A and neutral 2 by 3. Between C and neutral 2 by 3. And between B and neutral 2 by 3. So our network, after converting into delta to star, it will be look like this. So here we have the 6 volt, 4 ohm, current is I, 2 ohm and 2 ohm. Okay, so after converting to delta to star, it will be look like this. Now here if we apply the rules, this current source we can apply it parallel to both 2 by 3 and 2 by 3. This is one of the rules, right? Single current source we can apply parallel to this 2 by 3 and 2 by 3. So it can replace the network. This 2 by 3 have the parallel 4 ampere, and here also 2 by 3 parallel 4 ampere, two by 3 6 volt, 4 ohm through which we want to find out current, 2 ohm and 2 ohm. Right. Now let's see in this network now what should be our try. So if we convert this current source into a voltage source, then resistance comes into the series. In a voltage source have the internal resistance in a series. So this 2 by 3 and 2 ohm R comes into the series. It can be replaced to a single resistance, right? So our next try should be to convert both the current source into its equivalent voltage source. So let me convert this current source into the equivalent voltage source. So this current source, if we convert equivalent voltage source, then 4 multiplied by 4 divided by 2 by 3, that is the 4 multiplied by 2 by 3, that will be the value of voltage source, and resistance in series. And voltage source value is 4 multiplied by 2 divided by 3, so 8 by 3. Rest of the network as it. Similarly in a 8 by 3, 2 by 3 and 2 ohm. Okay, 2 by 3 and 2 ohm. So now this 2 by 3 plus 2 ohms, it is addition. So 2 by 3 plus 2, so it is 2 plus 6 divided by 3, So it is 8 by 3. Resistance also 8 by 3. Similarly, this equivalent is also a 8 by 3. So this network, it can be simplified as 2 voltage source with the value is 8 by 3 volt and series resistance 8 by 3 ohm, and have the 2 by 3 6 volt 4 ohm. Similarly, here also will get 8 by 3, resistance is also 8 by 3. Okay, now there have a two voltage source are in parallel, so we can't do anything with it. So let's convert a voltage source. If we can convert this both the voltage source into the current source, then the current source of this and current source of this, it will comes into the parallel, and its equivalent resistance also comes into the parallel. So it can be replaced to a single current source, and like that. So what is the current source? So here the plus, and so current source value is 8 by 3 divided by 8 by 3. So current value is 1 ampere and direction is this side, and equivalent resistance comes in parallel, which is the value is 8 by 3. Similarly, here the current value in this direction and the resistance value is 8 by 3 in parallel. So when we convert this voltage source into the current source, the resistance comes into the parallel, and the current value is a voltage divided by a resistance. So 8 by 3 divided by 8 by 3, it is a 1 ampere. Now this current source, now both the current source are in parallel, but both the value equal and opposite directions. So 1 minus 1, so current source is 0, so it is cancelled. Current 0 means open circuit, and 8 by 3 and 8 by 3 are in parallel, so equivalent resistance is 8 by 6, right? So this can equivalent is 8 by 6, and here the resistance is 2 by 3, 6 volt, 4 ohm, and current I that we want to find out. So now our circuit is a single loop network, so it's have a voltage V and total resistance. So current I, it can write as 6 volt divided by total resistance. So 4 plus 8 by 3, 8 by 6 plus 2 by 3, right? So that's we can find it by taking the LCM, and we can find the current. So here the current is by taking LCM is 6, so 6 multiplied by 6 is 36, divided by here have the 24 plus 8 plus 4, so it is 12 plus 24, it is 36. So 36 divided by 36, it is 1 ampere. So current I is equal to 1 ampere. So in a source transformation, we have to try by such a way that voltage source comes into the series and the current source comes into the parallel, so we can eliminate a component and we can reduce the number of component, and at the end we have to convert the complex network into a very simple network which should have the only a single loop, or also or it can replace to a equivalent voltage source network or a equivalent current source network, right? Let me take one more example. It will get let me see if any example which is similar, which we have shown. Yes, 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 any question? Yes, any question? No, no any questions so far. So that's about the source transformation.